Wow, get a load of this. Today, we're going on an adventure back in time to meet a true giant, one of the biggest animals ever to walk across North America. When you think of big animals on this continent today, what comes to mind? Maybe the mighty American bison, a powerful creature that can be almost 13 feet long. Or, if you look to Africa, you might picture the graceful giraffe, the tallest land animal alive. These animals are huge, no doubt about it. But even a giraffe, which can weigh as much as 2 tons, would have looked tiny next to the dinosaur we're talking about today. I'm talking about the incredible Alamosaurus, a true heavyweight champion from the age of dinosaurs. So, just how big was this colossal creature? Imagine an animal stretching out to be 70 feet long. That's longer than 2 school buses parked end to end. Scientists have studied its massive bones and believe Alamosaurus could have weighed up to an astonishing 80 tons. That's about 40 times heavier than a modern giraffe. This gentle giant roamed the lands of what is now the southwestern United States during the late Cretaceous period, somewhere between 70 and 65 million years ago. This means Alamosaurus was one of the very last giant dinosaurs to exist before the big extinction event that changed life on Earth forever. It was a true survivor from a legendary group of long-necked dinosaurs. The story of how we even know about this amazing animal is a fantastic piece of detective work. It all started back in 1921 when a geologist named John B. Reeside Jr. was exploring an area in New Mexico. He stumbled upon some truly enormous fossilized bones weathering out of the rock. He knew he had found something special. The location was near a place called the Ojo Alamo Formation, and that's exactly how this new dinosaur got its cool name. Alamosaurus. It's a perfect name, tying this magnificent beast forever to the place where its story was first uncovered. A story written in stone and waiting millions of years for us to read it. Since that first discovery, paleontologists, our amazing dinosaur detectives, have found more Alamosaurus bones in places like Utah and Texas. Each bone they find is another clue, helping them piece together a more complete picture of this animal's life. They've found massive vertebrae from its neck and back, powerful leg bones that supported its incredible weight, and even parts of its long whip-like tail. Putting all these fossil clues together allows us to travel back in time and visualize this giant moving across an ancient landscape, a true monarch of its world and a testament to the sheer scale that life on our planet can achieve. It's an incredible journey of discovery. Now, here's where the story of Alamosaurus gets really mysterious and exciting. For a long time, scientists who studied North American dinosaurs noticed something strange in the fossil record. They found fossils of big, long-necked dinosaurs called sauropods from earlier periods. But then, for about 30 million years, it was like they just vanished. Poof, gone. This huge gap in time, where no sauropod fossils have been found on the continent, is known as the Sauropod hiatus. It's a giant question mark in the history of North American dinosaurs. It was a real head-scratcher for paleontologists all over the world. Imagine you're looking through a family photo album that covers 100 years. You see pictures of your great-great-grandparents, then your great-grandparents, but then there's a 30-page section that is completely blank. After those blank pages, suddenly there are photos of your cousins. You'd wonder, where did everyone go for all that time? That's exactly what the sauropod hiatus is like for the dinosaur family tree in North America. For millions upon millions of years, the continent was missing its largest plant eaters. Other dinosaurs, like the famous Triceratops and the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex, were thriving, but the longnecks were nowhere to be found. This long silence in the fossil record makes the arrival of Alamosaurus so special and surprising. After 30 million years with no evidence of sauropods, this massive titanosaur suddenly appears on the scene, right at the end of the Cretaceous period. It's like a long-lost relative showing up unexpectedly at a family reunion. This sudden appearance raises a huge question that scientists are still working to answer. Where did Alamosaurus come from? Did it secretly live in North America all along, or did it arrive from somewhere else? It's one of the most fascinating puzzles in the world of paleontology. The mystery deepens when you realize how important these giant herbivores were to their ecosystems. Sauropods were like living lawnmowers, but for entire forests. They could reach high into the trees to eat leaves that no other animal could, shaping the landscape around them. Their absence for such a long time would have completely changed the environment. Then, with the arrival of Alamosaurus, the ecosystem had to adapt all over again to a creature of such immense size. Understanding the sauropod hiatus isn't just about one dinosaur, it's about understanding how entire ancient worlds can change, disappear, and then reappear in surprising ways. So, how do we solve the mystery of the missing sauropods and the sudden appearance of Alamosaurus? Scientists have a few brilliant theories, and each one tells a slightly different story. One of the most popular ideas is the migration theory. During the late Cretaceous, the continents were positioned differently than they are today. Some scientists believe that a land bridge may have temporarily connected North and South America. South America was a hotspot for giant titanosaurs, like the truly colossal Patagotitan. This theory suggests that Alamosaurus or its close ancestors were part of a group that journeyed north, crossing this land bridge and repopulating North America with giant sauropods. Another possibility is a little more dramatic: extinction and reintroduction. It could be that the sauropods that once lived in North America really did go extinct millions of years before Alamosaurus showed up. Maybe a change in climate or plant life made it impossible for them to survive on the continent. Then, much later, as conditions changed again, a new opportunity arose. A different family of sauropods, the titanosaurs from the south, was able to migrate in and fill the empty spot that had been left vacant for so long. This would mean Alamosaurus wasn't a descendant of earlier North American sauropods, but a brand new arrival starting a new chapter. But there's a third idea that reminds us just how tricky it is to read the past. Some experts, like Dr. Susanna Maidment, point out that becoming a fossil is an incredibly rare event. An animal has to die in the perfect spot, be buried very quickly by mud or sand, and then remain undisturbed for millions of years for its bones to turn to stone. It's possible that sauropods never actually left North America at all. Maybe they were living in areas where the conditions for fossilization just weren't right. They could have been there the whole time, living their lives, but leaving behind no evidence for us to find. This idea of fossilization rarity is a great reminder that the fossil record is like a book with most of its pages torn out. We only get small glimpses of the past. The sauropod hiatus might not be a story of extinction or migration, but simply a story of bad luck when it comes to preservation. Perhaps Alamosaurus belongs to a ghost lineage, a group that was present but invisible in the fossil record for millions of years. Each theory presents an exciting possibility, and paleontologists continue to search for new fossils that could finally give us the answer to this 30-million-year-old mystery. No matter where it came from, the existence of Alamosaurus teaches us something very important about life on Earth. It is always changing and full of surprises. This dinosaur is proof that even after millions of years of absence, a group of animals can make a spectacular comeback. It shows that ecosystems are dynamic and that new giants can rise to shape the world around them. Alamosaurus wasn't just big, it was a symbol of resilience. It was the last of a legendary line of titans. A final magnificent flourish of the Sauropod dynasty in North America, before the curtain fell on the age of dinosaurs. Its fossils are a treasure, giving us a window into the final days of their reign. Studying Alamosaurus helps us understand the interconnectedness of our world. The idea that this giant may have migrated from South America shows us that life doesn't care about the lines we draw on maps today. Animals have always moved across continents, searching for new homes and new opportunities. The story of Alamosaurus is a global one, connecting the fate of dinosaurs on 2 different continents. It encourages us to think bigger and to see the history of life not as isolated stories, but as one grand, sweeping epic, where chapters are linked in ways we are only just beginning to understand. Every bone found adds another word to that epic story. So, what's the big takeaway from our adventure with this North American giant? Alamosaurus reminds us that the history of our planet is filled with mysteries still waiting to be solved. There are still so many questions to answer and so many discoveries to be made. Every fossil we dig up, whether it's a massive leg bone from an Alamosaurus or a tiny tooth from a smaller creature, adds a crucial piece to the puzzle of ancient life. It's a puzzle that has been scattered across millions of years, and it takes patience, curiosity, and a sense of adventure to put it all together. The work of paleontologists is never truly done. And here's a fun fact to leave you with. Alamosaurus lived alongside some of the most famous dinosaurs ever, including the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. Can you imagine a showdown between North America's largest ever land animal and its most famous predator? While we don't know for sure if they fought, they shared the same world. Alamosaurus shows us that even at the very end of their time, dinosaurs were still pushing the limits of size and evolution. It's a powerful reminder that our planet's past was an incredible, wild place, and there is always something new and gigantic to discover right beneath our feet. What a wild ride!